Hi guys, it's DragonComa coming today with a deck profile on the deck I took to my regionals in Philadelphia. I just got back like 30 minutes ago. I'm really tired, my arms are sore, but you know what? It was a lot of fun. I'll give you the report after I give you the deck profile. As you can see, it's like a Fire Fist variant. I didn't do too well. I went like X and 4, which is absolutely disgusting in like terms of standing. I went so badly that in like round 5, I had to face some weird Utopia ZW. I expected a lot more meta decks to be there, like Shadow, Burning Abyss, Cleaveforce, and sure enough, there were. But the majority of people, like only 1/3 of the people there actually ran meta decks. Everybody else was running Rogue, which really screwed up my matchups because this deck is built to destroy meta with the Fire Fist engine included. So that just really frustrated me because of the fact that I was like, yeah, all your matchups are gonna be Rogue, so like they're not gonna be as good. The deck ran really smoothly in my opinion. It could beat a lot of like meta decks. Like game 1 I beat Shadalls, like like nothing at all, but all the other things were Rogue from there except the Burning Abyss. But as I said, I'll get into that detail later, but right now this is the deck profile. I ran 3 Bear. He's your popper. I was originally gonna run the Guaiba engine because I like that a lot more. I can get like Evolzor, Doka, and Lagia. But when I was playtesting against Burning Abyss, the problem was like the fact was Guaiba just didn't have enough attack to get over stuff like to get over Dante, and Dante would just sit there because even if you play triple lance and whatever like attack decrease you have, attack decrease cards that you have, like you just couldn't get over with Guaiba, but Bear could just pop with Tanky. So like I thought that was a lot stronger, and it was, but as I said, like I didn't face many Burning Abyss players. Then I play 2 Marmelia, searches out my Trapples. Now you can see how much hate I have in my deck. If you're maining Fossil Dyna, then you know there's something wrong with you and how much you hate the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Also 2 Banisher the Radiance because it was just really good. Like honestly, I'm gonna main the 3rd later, but for this event I could only main 2 because I just ran out of deck space at the end. But this was definitely a really good card. Thunder King because it's generically good. Gramble was really good against a lot of those like XC's decks. And then to top it all off, I played Mist Valley Falcon. A lot of people say, why are you playing this card? It was because like it can bounce back my used Fiendish Chains. It also could bounce back my like Tankies if I couldn't use them again. It was really good. It helped me recycle so many times. Like the one time where I cited this out like unknowingly, and I was just so frustrated with myself. And I was playing like the one of my matchups, like no, you know, that kind of feeling. So that does it for the monster lineup. I think that's pretty good. Onto the spells. I ran 3 Duality for consistency's sake. This card clogs at 3 in my opinion, but you just need. It's like one of those cards that you have to run at 3. But anyways, it was good. The only problem was when I drew, like, I was really frustrated when I drew into double Duality and a Thunder King. I was like, oh, come on, give me better than that. Then, along with that, I ran the Tankies. I ran double Tanky. My reasoning behind this was, like, I was running the triple Bears because, obviously, Bear's, like, one of the main removal engines in this deck. And Bear does not have to search a 5 formation. You just use him just to beat over mainly. But Tanky has to search Bear. And if you open something like I opened this multiple times, and this is why I feel like I lost. Like I opened double Bear and no Tanky. It was just good. Along with that, I played Gyoku. Gyoku was just overall a great card this weekend. It was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that you can't use your spells or traps that you set. One time, like I was playing a Fire Fist deck and he just Gyoku'd my Gyoku. I was kind of laughing. 2 Forbidden Lands, this is really important. Now for the hate part, Fissure. Kaiser was really good. I definitely wanted to play a second one, but looking at it now, I definitely want a second Kaiser in here. 1 Seal of Orichalcos. This was lackluster. I'm probably gonna take it out. This was just like last minute tech in there. It was overall like okay, but it was really lackluster in what I was hoping it would to do. So like overall, I'm probably gonna take it out later. Book of Moon, this should be a Raigeki, but you know, Book of Moon was Book of Moon. It was overall okay. And then for the Cleaveforce matchup, because I hate Cleaveforce, triple MST. This was really good in the main deck at 3. I would honestly, like, game 2, like, this would be the obvious side out. However, I think it was just good. I didn't face one Cleaford player today, but like it was okay. I definitely would keep the triple MSC. You don't want your opponent getting your back row, like getting to their back row. So that does it for the spells. That is like 15, 17 spells. I'm not exactly sure. I need to check again. Onto the traps. I'm playing double Fiendish. This is mainly just to block their attacks. Double Breakthrough. Double Wiretap. Against the Burning Abyss matchup, I never drew into this card, and I was just really frustrated because, like, I'll give you a rundown what happened to that later. But it was just, like, the way he just played it was just a gigantic blowout to me. I was just like, oh, come on, Wiretap, please. Soul Drain, really good this weekend. Macro, also really good. Makes your opponent really think about what to do. Mirror Force, this comes out of nowhere. Compulse, Solemn, for my 2 trap holes, Bottomless, and Time Space. I think that's pretty good. I probably would have taken this out for a Deep Dark, but other than that, I feel like these cards are really good. So that does it for the trap lineup. For the side deck, I ran double DD Crow. This was like decent against Burning Abyss and Shadows. 2 Beast King Barbaros. I was citing this for Yang Zing and Cleaford because if they decided to skill drain, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna Beast King Barbaros you. But in all honesty, never sided this card in because I never saw any of those decks. I'm playing 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon because I lost a duel, like a bet with my friend, so I had to side Blue Eyes White Dragon. That extra slot taken up by Blue Eyes, that was just frustrating. I would definitely run like Ojama Trio now looking at it. Double Night Beam. That card was just really good this far today. Like it hit a Shadow Games, Fire Lake, whatnot. Oh my goodness, it was just such a good card. Help against the Burning Abyss matchup. 2 Spell Shatterings, again for like... Actually, this came into play against like Fire Fist. Never saw it. Like I had triple MSTs and double Spell Shattering, but I never saw it against the Fire Fist matchup. Was just like, oh, come on. Like, I have 5 cards in my deck that is Fire Fist hate. But this was mainly for the Cleaforts. But as I said, I really didn't face them. But I think this is definitely better than Dust Tornado. Then I played 1 Raigeki. I got one last second, so obviously I just sided it. Double Line Imprisoning. A lot of people were actually playing Battery Man and Satellars. Satellars were doing really well. My friend was going like X2 when I left with Satellars, which was like really great. I ran Double Shadow Imprisoning. This was just a blowout against Shaddolls. And then finally, an extra Fiendish Chain. It was solid. So that does it for the side deck. Onto the extra deck. I never used my extra deck except for once against the Shaddol player. On Tiger King, I never brought him out. I never brought this guy out either. He was like, mediocre. Diamond Direwolf, definitely a good card. Abyss Dweller, the only card I went into the extra deck the whole entire day was Dweller. And that's what won me the Shaddol match. Exciton. If you make this against if you make this against Cleaforts, and they have no outs to it, they lose, like, automatically. Castel, this is just good. 101. Emerald. This is really important against, like, in Game 2 when you're setting your Floodgates, or using your Floodgates more often. Like, Karagorgon is just essential. Maestroke, this was supposed to be a crazy box, but I didn't get one in time. Cowboy, Black Ship, Heartland Draco, Ragnar Zero, and number 80. My matchups were, like, decent. Like, Game 1, I went to Shaddolls. Like, Game 1, Match 1, I was playing against Shaddolls, and overall, I just 2-0'd him straight off, because, like, Shaddolls just have a terrible matchup against this deck. As you can see, it's just full-on graveyard hate everything. But from there on, second game was Burning Abyss. He opened double Fire Lake on me, which was just disgusting. And then also the fact that, oh my goodness, I definitely forgot to prepare for Burning Abyss in the side deck. Like, Night Beam was my only thing. Probably should have had Ojama Trios and stuff, but overall, like, Burning Abyss was a blowout. And then I went X4, which was just terrible. Game 3, I went against +1 Fire Fist. It was a really close game, but it was just at the end, like, I only had 12 monsters in my main, which means that it was a grind game. It was essentially a grind game, hoping for whoever drew into what. And then after that, it was Madolche's, which I lost to. None of my graveyard hate cards actually stopped that deck, which was just frustrating. None of my cards could add, like, every single time I destroyed with Bear, it would just take it back, which was just, beyond whatever. And then game match 3, I was playing, like, after a while, I was just, like, playing for fun and whatnot. So then I went against Utopia as EWs, which just shows you how bad you're doing. I 2-0'd that guy in, like, no time. Like, I played a few other decks off the side, and, like, after analyzing the meta, I should have brought Mermails. Like, honestly, Mermails would have done a lot better than my hate deck. But overall, I still think this deck worked the way it wanted to. I'd probably change the deck a bit, add a few vanities if I could afford them. But honestly, I feel like this deck was just solid throughout. And it was just a lot of fun to play. And I hope I can go next year. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't go to a lot of big events, but whatever. But overall, it was just a lot of fun to play. So, yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile and this little regional report. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya. This is DragonComa signing out.